Good morning, everybody. One of my goals today is to do some yard work. I don't know if you can tell, but the grass here is terribly long. We haven't been able to mow in a long time. And see that valley right there? The ground goes down a little bit. I bet you it's at least a foot high. So I'm going to try, and the zero turn that the grandsons use is not working. So I'm going to try. Look at how pretty blue that sky is. That's one of the reasons I call this Blue Meadow Lane. Anyway.
You already said that.
I'm going to try to push mow it. Those are my pretty flowers my son got me.
Stop, stay on one thing.
At least a little bit around the driveway. We just need to do a lot of work. Over here, you can maybe tell how high the grass is. But today's the first day in probably 2 weeks that there's no forecast for rain. We've had an abundance of rain. We've had a lot of flooding. So, and this tarp needs replaced. I did buy a new tarp for that, so hopefully that'll get done today with a little luck. This grass right here is pretty darn high. Can't even walk through there. So we'll see what happens. I'll bring you along when I'm doing some of the work and at least show you an after video. Isaac going through the thick stuff. Not really thick, the thick stuff's here in the middle. Bless his heart. Okay, so we are finishing up some yard work. We started yesterday and no, Friday. Today's Sunday. We started Friday, got a lot of work done. The boys came up and helped, and then Evelyn helped me. And yesterday was Sabbath, so we didn't work on anything yesterday, but I'm going to get this rose garden area done because I have to put some fabric down here and then mulch. And then I've got another one on the other side of the driveway we're going to end up doing. Here's Ellie. See my pretty girl Ellie? Yeah, she loves it out here. She ran out here a little bit ago. There was 2 rabbits over there by the raised garden, but she missed them. They are so fast. So anyway, let's get started. I'm going to move these rocks out a little bit and put the fabric down, and then we got mulch. At the beginning of spring, I bought all kinds of mulch, and I've got probably 3 or 4 bags left, so I'm going to use those up. These other ones that I have here, you'll see they look much nicer than this one. So let's get started. Yeah, the dog thinks I'm playing tag with her. She tries to, silly girl. I throw it out there in the yard and she brings it back to me. When I'm pulling these weeds, when I'm pulling these weeds out of the driveway, you know, I throw it out in the yard so the lawnmower gets them and she brings them back. So I'm just worried about the weeds, you know. This rose bush I had over on the other side of the house. I had 3 rose bushes over there. Some guy that I had come work for me drove his van down here and it was wet. Anyway, make a long story short, he ran over my rose bushes and killed them. This one we transplanted maybe about a month ago, and I just wanted to make sure it was going to live before I kind of babied it here. So I'm not going to worry about getting all these weeds up because I am going to be putting fabric down, but just the ones in the middle. Such a beautiful day out today, guys. It's like in the 70s. I haven't had my air conditioning on all day. It's just been a beautiful day. I got in a hot tub last night. I went down to my son's last night. He has a not a hot tub, sauna, a tent sauna, and he's been after me to get in there with him, and so I got in there last night, and oh my gosh, that thing is awesome. It's just so hot, you know, you just can't hardly breathe, but I stayed in there longer than I've ever stayed in it. Then I got in the hot tub. Look at her. She's wanting to. She thinks I'm playing fetch with her. You're gonna get it, girl. You silly girl. Silly girl. I've got 2 on the other side of the driveway. One's a lilac bush that I've been babying all summer, and I thought for sure. I ordered it from one of those catalog places. Oh, no, I didn't. Last year I ordered one from a catalog place. And of course, it died within a month. This one I ordered from QVC. And it hadn't, I planted it and it hadn't done anything. But finally, now that it's fall, it is taking off. Get all this clover up out of here, right? So I think it's going to be okay. See this rose bush right there? Not sure the name of it, but it's yellow. And I got it at Lowe's, you know, when at the end of the season when they have 50% off. And I planted it, and it's been the nicest bush that I have here so far. And it smells so good. Move these rocks. And you gotta lay right there in the middle, don't you? Okay, so we're gonna see it before and after. Let me get up and get my scissors. I'm gonna go over here and get me some fabric. It's over here on the other side of my house, so I'll be right back. I know you can't see me, but I kind of hate doing this because it's laying up against the house, and you know how could be snakes underneath there. Woo! That's nothing. I think I even scared Ellie. Whoop, there it goes. I'm not sure if I cut a big enough piece. Okay. I know I'm probably not doing this the correct way, the way everybody else would do it, but this is what I have. No, not enough. Cut it to the side a little bit. Let's try that. It's been so quiet today. I know when I worked as a nurse, the word quiet was, everybody would say the Q word. And if you were caught saying the Q word, you were in big, big trouble. Because we were very superstitious. That once you said the Q word, all heck was going to break loose. I don't care what anybody says. It happened. Just like working nights on the 13th, Friday the 13th, any of that kind of stuff. Well, this rose bush is kind of oddly shaped. I'm going to have to make some provisions here. It's because it had grown for, yeah, we'll just do that. It had been in the ground for a year, so it made its own shape. Yeah, that works. That works. Now, just put the rocks back on top of the fabric, and then we'll put mulch on it, and voila. I need another rock over here too. Is that a little bit big? Maybe a little bit, huh? These rocks were all found on the property. Mostly, well, a lot of them I got from, Ella and I would go on walks, and we'd fill our pockets with rocks, and some of them came from Corey's place down the hill. You know, he didn't want these tiny little rocks. Okay, so I do need to get another rock for here and a rock from down there. Looks a little crooked, doesn't it? Okay, let's get our mulch. From up here and looking down, it looks pretty good. There she goes. That was like a half a bag of mulch. Let me try to get these roots and stuff out. So I think the two areas on the other side of the driveway, one bag would be enough. So I'm just going to take one bag over there. Okay, so there. How does that look? Does that look better? Let me go get another rock and I'll be right back. Here we go. There's one there, and here's one. Oh, there is a rock here. I didn't see it because it was covered up. Okay, so I'll use that one. Okay, so there you go. Okay, I know I said I would just bring you back when these are both done, but I did get the fabric put down and I rearranged the rocks, so the only thing I need to do now is put the mulch in. And I get so short of breath and everything because my nutrition has not been good at all the past couple of months. So I have to take breaks pretty often. Anyway, here we go. You can watch me put the mulch in there. And Evelyn said she's going to come up and edit these videos, and hopefully they'll go out. Okay, now spread it out here. A wee bit more. I might have to bring another half bag over. Oops. Looks like it's filling it out in the grass, huh? I didn't say I was good at it. Okay, so let me step back and look at it, see from your point of view. Yeah, guess I could get the hose and hose it off the edges, so I was always going to do this one. I think that one makes the biggest impact because it was, you couldn't even see it, couldn't even make out what it was before because it just blended in with the grass. Okay, so I just want to take you and show you something real quick. Oh, look at the little girl. She's laying in the shade. Can you guys see that big pile of rocks there? Aren't they the prettiest rocks? Can you see them? Yeah, look there. Corey had those down on his property, and they didn't want them like in the yard, so Isaac brought them up here. And they have twice that many across the road. But I want to do something with them. Like, I would like to line my driveway with them. What do you think? Give me some ideas. Because I have a whole bunch of them up there too. Down there by the road. A big pile of them down there. So I have more than enough to do stuff with. Okay, so this is going to end today's video. I did have something planned for tomorrow. Oh, I'm going to weed my irises and dahlias and gladiola patch up there because it looks pretty bad. But that's what I have planned for tomorrow. So have a good day. Talk to you later. Bye.